This is a quick demonstration of the DairyComp User Manager. The User Manager lets you create a list of users, and in order to keep track of which employees are using the program and who is using it at any certain time. And you can also define what we call access levels for these users. Certain users can have access to certain parts of the program, while you can restrict others from doing that. So to get in there, first you go in through Alter and select User Manager. And the first time you run it, it'll ask if you want to enable it, so we'll say yes. And there's one user that it automatically creates, and that's the manager. The manager has ability to, the only one who can configure the user manager, and he's basically got all the power to add users and set up the user levels. So we'll actually just leave it at that. Once you have a user, and the manager's password is manager, you can use the login command, and right now we only have one user. We'll select it. His password is manager, and if you look in the activity log, you can see that login. Okay, so let's go back into Alter, and we will in the user manager, and what you typically want to do is create user lists. So we're going to add a user. It asks for a number. You can use whatever you want. Maybe you have numbers for technicians, and give him a name. We'll call him John. And a user level, we'll just leave that at 0 for now, and a password, and we'll say John. Okay, now you have two users, and you can log in and log out. Now where the real power of this is the user levels, and so we can create levels for each, up to 4 different levels, and the default level is for someone who's not assigned to any other. And at this point you can restrict, so we could take the default user level 0 and say that they're not allowed to use Alter or Enter. Okay, and it tells you which users, in this case John, is at that level. So let's do that, and we've got that level defined. We'll quit, and then if you look up here, we're still logged in as manager, so we will log out, and we'll log in John, whose password is John. And now you can see here that that's John. And if he were to try to go into Alter, you'd see that it is not available at this user level. So that's basically it. Alter. Oh, I can't use Alter, so let's go back in. You can also click up here to log in. We'll go back in as the manager, and go into Alter, users, and do what you want. Now the user levels are optional. You might want to just keep track of who's using the program. You can set an automatic timeout, so if there's no activity for, say, 20 minutes, it'll log that person out. So maybe you want that. Add users. There's also the option you can completely disable a user manager for some reason. And of course, remember, only the manager can do this. So yeah, that's basically it. There's more documentation on our webpage, and hope it works.